wrong unless its managers ensure they have the right people on the bus. That's why many of the best executives spend the bulk of their time selecting, developing, and promoting the most talented people they can find, and encouraging the wrong people to opt to spend more time with their families. What's surprising about this work is how much disagreement there is over the right way to pick and groom people, whether entry-level workers or the next CEO. In several of the essays that follow, top executives explain why they disregard the procedures that HR types promote as best practice. One CEO explains why resumes and job interviews aren't a good indicator of potential, and why energetically checking references is the single most valuable way managers can identify real talent. Another boss explains why the traditional horse race for the corner office is a terrible way to pick a leader, and outlines how she spent a decade preparing her single, hand-picked successor for the job. What's clear in all of these pieces is that people decisions loom large among the problems that keep CEOs awake at night, which means getting more of the right people on board can help everyone rest easier. Gilt Group's CEO on Building a Team of A Players by Kevin Ryan. Kevin Ryan is the founder and CEO of Gilt Group. The idea. Companies always say employees are their most valuable asset. Kevin Ryan thinks that few of them act accordingly. He believes a CEO's most important job is managing talent. When I think about starting a business, my view is that the idea itself is worth between zero and very little. Most new companies already have competitors when they launch, and if they don't, they soon will. DoubleClick, where I was CEO from 1996 to 2005, had dozens of competitors within a year of its founding. Gilt Group wasn't the first flash sales company, and Google was by no means the first search engine to come along. Why have these businesses succeeded? It's not the idea. It's the people. Execution is what matters, and execution relies on human talent. Every company thinks it's doing a good job of managing its people. They all say, people are our most important asset. But most companies don't really act that way. Here's a simple test. Ask the CEO if he or she spends more time on recruiting and managing people than on any other activity. For me, the answer has always been yes. That's a radical statement, so let me qualify it a bit. I don't think this test applies at a small company, say 20 people, where the CEO may be doing a lot of the sales or directly overseeing operations. But at businesses that employ more than 50 people, the best use of a CEO's time is to bring in unbelievable people, manage them well, and make sure the company builds and maintains an A-caliber team. Here's another test of a company's devotion to its talent. Is your head of HR one of the most important people in the company? I spend as much time with our head of HR as I do with our chief financial officer. And I'd never consider having the head of HR report to anybody but the CEO. That role is truly strategic, and the person in it needs a seat at the table. It's clear to the people who work with me that I'm thinking about our talent most of the time. When we sit down for meetings, I frequently ask managers to review every one of their direct reports with me. I want continual updates. I also insist that as the CEO, I can talk with anyone in the company at any time. Some managers prefer that executives check with them before talking with other people. That's not going to happen here. I want to get to know our employees better and to assess their talent and potential. I also want to know if they have difficulties with a manager. I am evaluating talent all the time. Addition by subtraction.